Vroom, vroom. So many people the weekend asked me, obviously when we were at Goodwood, loads of people came up to me because the minute you go to a car meeting, everybody watches shed racing. So I had some very good feedback from some lovely people. And one of the people, or several of them, said, "What's happening with the Mini? What's happening with the Mini?" I walked around to Julian's car and said, "Look, there's the 4 tyres that we've been waiting for," and Julian had brought them with him. So we got the tyres, and we got the spacers that one of our very good followers supplied, and the long studs. So this morning we're going to put a tyre on and work out how thick the spacer's got to be, because I think we've got plenty of scope there. I mean, and it won't be no problem to machine a bit off them if we have to. But anyway, so John's got to put a tyre on. That obviously will go on there, and then that will go on there. And I think they'll probably have to be slimmed down quite a bit. But you never know, it might be just right, I don't know. But anyway, we'll see in a few minutes' time when we've got the tyre on. John's gone down to use Tim's tyre machine because it's very difficult to get little tyres on. Obviously we'll have to take it off again because we're going to paint the wheels. I don't know what colour we're going to paint them, but we ain't going to make too much fuss because it'd be nice to get them on there and get it going.
Seems to have gone on.
What colour do you think we should paint them?
Well, I personally would do them gold.
Yeah? Blingy.
Well, because you do see them in gold. But the original was like an old English white. So I'm going to check to make sure it's popped onto them. Look at the shape of the rim, you can see it's tapered. Well, normally a tubeless rim would be almost parallel with a little bit of a thing there, and the tyre pops over it onto the the outside of the well.
But luckily we've got tubes.
But we've got tubes anyway. We're only demoing this to see if we've got clearance.
Right, so that is the tyre that Julian said we should put on the wider rims, and this is the tyre for the absolute bog standard one.
So that's a 145.
So this is a 145 by 10, which you put on a dead standard Mini with little narrow rims, and then the slightly wider one,
a 165,
is a 165. So it's only luck that he makes 2 tyres. So they're going to go on these wheels because obviously they're wider. The standard rim's like about there.
Okay.
So it's much wider. So anyway, that is a slightly bigger size. Now the next thing is, which you could probably help us, Susie, you can actually buy a thing that goes in there that says Speedwell on it.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure they're for sale on the internet. So if you could look
like a little badge.
It's just a plain thing that says Speedwell, and it would have had that. So if you could find them and get them for us, that'd be handy. Jonathan's going to need all of that.
It's not got a spacer yet.
Oh, sorry. Well, it must be hitting the shock absorber now.
No.
No?
Well, actually it is, yeah. Yeah, take that back. Just put that on. See if... I should put 2 studs in really, shouldn't I?
Yeah, I think another stud would be a bit.
Yeah, let me do that.
So that's a thin spacer.
Yeah, compared to the thick one.
Okay, yeah.
But we've only got one of them, so we're probably, whatever happens, we're going to probably thin down them.
We've only got 1 thin spacer.
Yeah. I don't think that thin spacer will be enough. I think it's going to be, I would have said it would be about 1/2 inch, but I might guess.
How many of them we got? 1?
2.
2, so we could part them in the middle.
Yeah,
Make
well,
4.
you'd be able to keep one back, yeah. standard Mini Cooper rear drum has got a spacer all built into it.
Oh, okay.
So you don't need to space them. They've got, you know, because obviously it happens more on them. It's standard.
Yeah, no, it's touching on there.
Yeah, I think you'll find it a bit off inch. But try that in full size, John. Let's see what it looks like. Is it?
What, that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you'll find it be out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'd have to have those big arches.
Yeah, flared wheel
You know
arches.
what funny wheel arches? Yeah, see, that's actually sticking past the body. How much clearance it got, John?
Yeah, so it's all of the thumb.
Yeah, so
So probably half
part
that.
them off. Probably do it, won't it?
Yeah. What do you reckon? What? Part it in half?
Yeah.
Trouble is, if it don't do it, and we need more,
It's screwed.
we've ruined it. Should
But
get
the
some
only way-
washers.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just space it out. You got
Yeah.
any washers? Probably just want pairs, don't you?
Yeah.
No, that's two, that's two, that's two. Got one more like that or not?
Well, that's not far off.
Right, so 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Yeah, well, it's clearing. I suppose we might be able to get a nut on there just for.
Yeah, see, from here that looks quite good.
Just to maybe let it down and then see what it's like. Why can't we just have two studs that work? Why not bright like that?
Yeah, well, the good thing is we ain't lowered it ridiculous. I think we could start off with cutting them in half, John.
Yeah, I think that's about right. You know, you don't want to go.
No, we don't want to look Carlos Fandango, do we? We don't want Carlos Fandango wheels.
I don't know who Carlos Fandango
Well, there
was.
used to be a famous advert, and there was like a car, and the wheels stuck out ridiculous, you know, and they said, oh, this is Carlos Fandango. Before your time, lucky, you probably weren't born. Right, once we've got the wheels on and know that that's all tickety-boo, then we seriously think about setting about the carburetors. So we're looking David Vizard's book, and it actually tells you in there sort of like a recommended needle to go on 1 1/8" SU. It might be inch and a quarter, I can't remember, but anyway, I'm pretty confident they're in there. So I should get a couple of needles, and then we can start driving it and, you know, getting it as near as we can get it. And, you know, it's pretty well there then, but we'll see, because the minute you start driving it, you're bound to have other things you need to do. But anyway, that's what I've got in my mind.
Okay, so we
Right,
put.
we're doing this now.
Right, we've put that in there really tight. We're going to lock all the parts up as tight as we can get them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we're going to spin it. We don't have to go too mad.
I'm sure that's in the middle, it looks one-sided to me.
Well, it's.
It looks like it wants to go that way or this way.
I think we're going to machine them anyway. because parting will never give a true face.
No.
So, right, I'm going to put that in auto feed, and hopefully that will go in and part off without any problems whatsoever. You've got to keep it lubricated.
Yeah. I like the smell.
If you try to do that manually, it's very difficult. And it works if you do it with steel even better. The steel's even harder to part off.
Well, you've got Christmas decorations. Oh, that's when you ride at the holes, isn't it?
Yeah, I should check that. When you put oil on it, stop the parting tool clogging up. Otherwise it'll clog up and then it'll break the end off the tool. But normally you can do it with a lathe if you've got lubricant in the lathe.
That's how you do it.
Wow. Now what's going on?
Well, obviously when you part it off, it's not absolutely accurate. So what we do now, we just run a cut over it to know that it's square.
So facing it off.
Yeah, we're just facing it square. Nobody said it was that bad, but until you do this, you can't tell.
Missed that bit.
Just takes that sharp edge off. And that sharp edge in there. Job done.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yes, it's real nuts. We haven't actually tried them on there yet, have we?
No.
That one came together, so there's a good chance.
Oh, they go up the middle, don't they?
Yeah,
Yeah, see them studs are way long for them.
yeah, well they'll only come through, won't they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Worth a try though, John. You can always get some different studs.
Mm.
They're very available. Try it. Oh, you want to put the wheel on, don't you, with a tyre and everything?
Yeah, I don't think it will, because those studs, they're almost flush there, cut the mill off,
Yeah,
which means the stud will have to sort of go over that
yeah.
plain bit, so it's not going to work, is
Wait
it?
till we get there.
Yeah. If I take that with that.
The minute you start ordering stuff, there's always a snag.
I think I'm going to need some washers again. So when you sit it on, yeah, it's about 8mm clearance.
fact we ain't lowered it to death, it means it's never going to get to that point anyway.
I'm glad this jack's getting some use.
Yes. Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's
Turned out to be the jack, that is. So well, you wouldn't really want to go any less than that, would you? Because like,
No.
obviously once the tyre, oh yeah, because
I think that's it. I think
yeah.
that's the size. Whether them studs are really good is another story.
No, that's the
But
problem
we've
now.
actually got some studs in there somewhere. Yeah, mate.
Right, the wheels have been done in etch primer and we're just looking for some paint.
There they are. Yeah, this is the third Dynamo.
So you had one on it.
Well, we had one on it and it didn't charge. The one that came with the car, it didn't charge. So I cleaned it up, then I could look at it, but it still didn't charge. So then we had another one, which was a bit old and crappy, but that didn't charge. So John has found another one, which we didn't know we had. And we'll see if this works. See what you do, to see if they're going to work, you connect them up with a battery and they motor. And if they motor, you can pretty well be sure they're going to charge.
Okay.
Right, so to tell whether a dynamo's going to work, I mean, I don't know whether this is proper or what, but you know, we don't do proper necessarily, do we? But if you do that, it motors.
Okay.
You go there, Susie.
I have to come on the other way. Oh yeah, it's spinning.
Now there's a good chance that that'll charge. So we clean it up, give it a very light puff of green paint and stick it on the car.
Great.
But we don't know whether that one works, do we?
Really, if you just touch on there now, just see. But I think we tried it. I'm sure we did. Yeah.
Just get that one, no movement.
No movement.
That's how that works.
Great.
Here we are at our mates at Weekly Tyres. Anything difficult, we bring it here.
Well, these then with the bright blue, that's quite garish.
Yeah, well, we didn't have any other colour, and you know what a meanie I am. Look at that. Does that look good or what?
Yeah, they look good with the yellow centres.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I mean,
matches my jumper.
it's a nutter's car anyway, isn't it? You know, it's like, you know, we're not trying to win a prize for being quiet.
Okay, good.
Look at the tyres, don't they?
They look great.
Brilliant.
There you are, Blockley.
Yeah, well the thing about old Julian is, you know, he just loves cars and he's been thinking about them all his life really. When he was at college he was saying, Dad, oh, we ought to buy this and we ought to buy that. And, I mean, that's a pretty good SP type tread, which looks nice and period. And there you are. Now you say, why have you chosen that funny old colour? Well, I can tell you the reason we chose it, because it's the only paint that we had enough of to be able to do four wheels. So I said to John, well, the thing is, if you'd have been in 1959 and you'd have had these Speedwell wheels, you want people to notice them, really. It's like when they painted I think they painted the first pickups orange. I'm sure the first Mini pickups were orange. I can't remember. I know there was something painted orange because everybody noticed them. So I think, you know, although it might not be the perfect colour, but the more I look at it, and the more I fact I got it on there, the more I think it was fortuitous that was the only paint we
It actually
had.
matches your shirt as well, Ivan.
Well,
Oh, there we go.
and your red dress matches your eyes, darling.
Oh, you're just getting in the way of the camera again.
Oh, sorry. Right, so there we are. Anyway, we did have.
I think they look quite good with the red.
I got those wheels from Spain, and we had a lot of nuts, but we didn't have. We had two short, so obviously old John's made a couple. They look really good. You can't tell he's made them. You know, they look the same. So now you imagine that with a little Speedwell sticker in there.
Yeah, I ordered the yellow ones.
I think it's quite funny, really, because, you know, you wouldn't probably have yellow, and you probably wouldn't have red, and you wouldn't have blue. So we've got everything wrong. But I think, in a way, it's sort of good. I like it.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Ivan, look at that sticker there. Austin 7 and Castrol. We've got to have a Castrol moment in a minute.
Yes, definitely. I just noticed that myself. I didn't think you'd notice it.
But you keep putting your head in the way. People are going to complain again.
Oh, yeah, well. I think that's going to be good. I quite like that colour, you know. Right, so now we put one on the other side. Yeah, that's it. Oh, Johnny, he's definitely. Oh no, I can't blame him. I thought he'd made that a bit tight, but that's one of his, that one. And he's made it a bit tight. I check them all by hand anyway. Right, so let's let it down, and then we can get rid of that bit of wood. And we can get the look of it then.
Well, it looks quite special.
Yeah, I think this is the side, you know, we're going to have to adjust the ride, you know, because that's where it wants to be really, and the other side is a little bit higher. Yeah, that's it. Well, I don't think that looks that bad. I quite like that.
And tell me, on the front, is that the old English white? Is that what
Yeah,
you're
that's
talking
old
about?
English white, yeah. No, I like that. I think that's all right. I think with a nice little badge in the middle, they're going to look good.
Right, let's have the Castrol moment now. That's the badge in the car. That's an original badge from
Well, that was on
1972, the
the car.
Golden Jubilee year.
When we got the car, that was on there.
Great.
So, I mean, I've never seen that badge. And
Is that the big one or
a
the small
couple of
one?
weeks ago, this bloke was a serious racer. He
That's him there, Richard Potter.
He ran cars for Walkinshaw. He ran some Rovers for Walkinshaw. He won the TVR challenge thing with, there was that young bloke I think.
I'll have to remember the name and put it on the screen. The guy that you...
Yeah.
Jeff Allen.
No, Jeff Allen.
Yeah.
Jeff Allen. Anyway, he said, I think I've got some jackets I've had years and years and years. He said, would you like them? And I thought, well, as we're into a bit of nostalgia, what could be better? I mean, they're almost too good to wear now because they're probably quite historic.
Okay, turn around. Let me see the back. Oh yeah, bang on trend. I think that might be 80s. What do you think? 80s, 90s?
Probably, yeah.
Actually, that fits
But
you
yeah,
better.
look.
Yeah. Oh, that's. Oh, we're there.
Green, white, and red.
Fantastic. And what do you want to say about Richard?
Well, Richard, unfortunately, is in hospital. He ain't dying or anything. He's just got a dodgy hip, and I think doing his hip, you know, they put a joint in or something, and then they chop it out and screw one in. Let's hope they screw it in nicely, because he'll be the first person to be moaning if they don't, because he'll know. He'll know whether it's a good job or not. But anyway, yeah, so good luck, Richard. I hope you get better soon. And I'm knocked out with your jacket. That's very kind of you. And as it happens, this is the big one, which actually fits Susie. And I've got the small one, of course, which fits me. So all we've got to do really is, you know, we'll have to do something with the names.
On that side.
We might have to do a bit of jiggery pokery on there, but I think we can do it.
Oh,
right, so the next thing is getting it to run properly. So get the David Vizard book. Right, Mark's spacers work beautifully. We had to cut them in half, as you saw. But as it happens, the wheels have gone on, they look good. So the next thing is, look in David Vizard's book, which is, you know, I mean, it is really good. And I'll turn the page over. Oh, there it is.
Carburation, is that it?
Yeah. Right. David Vizard's book, it says, yeah, that's it. Right, 850 Mini. Semi-race cam, modified head, extractor exhaust. Well, I think we could say that's our car as near as damn it. Right. So he reckons an E3 needle and a blue spring. So, obviously, I'm always going on about all my junk. And because very often old John says to me, you might as well throw all that lot away because it ain't any good. We always wind up having to buy a new one. But that's not always true. But of course, he had a perfect day today. So I think, I come in this morning, I've got 100 needles. There they are, right? So I come in this morning and
Have you marked them all up today?
yeah, I come in this morning and I get this on. What's that one? Oh look, it's on the end, this one. It's a V3, right? So I do all of that, look at them all, look. Right. And we want
An E3.
an E3. Well, I think we've got everyone in the world, but we ain't got an E3.
It says EB.
So typical, isn't it, right? That's a standard for a Mini and EB, and I thought it was easy to remember Ettore Bugatti.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But anyway, so that's the standard. So anyway, all that lot there, 20 quid each, no good to me. I've just had to order two new ones, right? So the next thing it says, a blue spring.
Okay.
So I go into the springs, don't I, in the shed. And they're all joined together. Blue spring, look, blue. Bit zebedee, that, isn't it? Anyway, we've only got one. so I've got all that, and I've got one. So in the end, I had to get on to the Mini people and order 2 jets, 2 needles rather, and 2 blue springs. So in other words, as it happened, this time John was right. He said, oh, a load of old junk. He said, I bet you haven't found it. I didn't have it. But anyway, there we are. So anyway, good old David Vizard. Hopefully it'll be all right. We've ordered them on the... I must be careful not to get my jacket dirty, or Susie's jacket, as it happens. I've ordered the jets. We've got the springs coming. We still haven't cracked the Dynamo, unfortunately. I can see we have to buy a new one, which is going to really hurt. But anyway, we'll get one if we have to. And the wheels are going to go on. They're going to look good. The S's are coming for the middle, for Speedwell. So we're looking cool, really. It's a bit of a shame, really, because it's Besta on Sunday, and if we'd have been just a fraction further forward, we could have took it to Besta. But then my niece is staying with me from Canada, and she's 70-odd. I think she'd be difficult to get in there, to be honest with you. But
So what are we going instead?
we're going to go in a Donny ZL, dear.
Okay.
A 100-year-old car. It's his birthday,
A
actually.
little bit of
isn't it?
footage of that and then we call it quits.
It's
'cause Friday night.
1924.
Okay.
1924, Donny ZL. Seat covers on from new.
Just do a little walk round it.
Here it is.
So we're going to go in this one?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you, Castrol man.
We're going to go in this one. And, you know, new wheels, because they had woodworms, so I had to have them done. Seat covers from new. That's the
wow.
original.
That's 100 years old.
100 years old. They've been on it since it was new, I reckon. The driver's seat is like brand new underneath there. Well, you'd think it would be worn out, but it's not.
Oh, look at the dashboard. Right, that's it, I think. I think we're going to wish everyone a nice weekend.
Yeah, I
We'll
will
get
have a
this
good
live.
weekend. We've just about recovered from Goodwood. It was blooming hard, I tell you. Sunday night, if Susie hadn't booked another night where we stayed, and now I'd had a bath, well, I don't see how I could ever have loaded up, gone back, loaded up at 7 o'clock, and then driven home. We wouldn't have got home till 1 o'clock in the morning. Don't forget to subscribe.